Hello everyone, and I'm back again, and this time I want to talk about a solution to getting PS3, Xbox 360, PS TV, Wii U, and even the Nintendo Switch all up to about 4K resolution. Now, before I begin, I want to first warn you that this is a very expensive solution. If you are not willing to spend the money on this, then you should stop watching this video now, because it'll cost you almost the same price as an Xbox Series S. At least now. When I bought these products, they weren't as expensive, but they have since shot up in price, and it is my job to forewarn you about that. That being said, let's begin. So this is Infamous running on the PlayStation 3, and it is running in 4K. The original Infamous, no, this is not streaming. This is an original back-compat PS3. Now, even without the back-compat part of it, the PS3 has all sorts of problems when being translated into digital copies or whatever, which is why Sony decided to do the streaming route. Now, as any of you should know though, the streaming route does not work. And quite honestly, I would never recommend it to anyone in good faith. I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't. Like, PS Now, and it's no longer called that, is just not worth it, guys. It's just not. It'd be better for you to get native hardware and a native disc and or download, because that's just easier. Okay, now, that being said, here's what you need to do or have in order to make this work with multiple consoles, if not only with one. So first, you're gonna need a Rocket Fish HDMI switch box or something of similar caliber. Maybe you can buy something different off of Amazon. I'm not your mom. Then, you need to have a M Classic. They usually go for around 140 bucks. Maybe a little less than that on sale, and you need to have it in the green upscaling method. From the M Classic, you need to have the Photo Flash 4K upscaler plugged in and have it on mode 3. From there, plug it directly back into your TV. Seems like overkill, and honestly, it's probably a cable-y mess, and yes, I do need to fix that before any of you start talking to me about cable management. I know. Believe me. So yeah, this works with the 360, it works with the PS TV, it works with the Wii U, and that's important because the Wii U is back compatible with the Wii. So what you can do then is you can throw your Wii games into the Wii U and have them run under backwards compatibility mode and upscale them all the way to 4K. Just ensure that each of your devices is set to 720p for what I would consider to be the best possible result. And as you can see, it is incredibly sharp, it runs incredibly well, and overall I'm just very impressed with it. But again, it is extremely expensive to pull this off and to do this. At least now it is. And so, fair warning about that. But all those games that you couldn't access on PSN because Sony's too cheap, this is the way to go, guys. If Sony's never going to throw you a bone, then you need to do something about that, because, like, it would be lovely to be able to play these games in 4K. This is one way you can do that on original hardware. Original hardware, not through emulation, not through back compat modes like the Series X, but on original hardware. And of course it goes without saying, but you can upscale Wii U games too. So Xenoblade Chronicles X, for example, can be upscaled. And of course, the Nintendo Switch runs like a dream on this thing too. Just like a dream. Like, hold on a second, guys. Let me just see if I can call up a game for you here. I'm only going to give you guys one more example because if I go through them all, it's going to take me forever. No, you know what? I'll give you more than one. So, first, we'll use the PlayStation TV. Just give me a second, guys. So this is PlayStation Vita running Tales of Hearts R.
今日という今日は目に物見せてやるからな。昔夜はひよっこがこのゼクスメテオライトまだまだ捨てたものではないぞ。そう今日こそはその装備やよしなあじいちゃんじゃあさじやっただが使いそれひらバッスピリだからスピリシンなら
Sorry guys, I'm skipping the events and stuff because I want to show you actual gameplay. Anyway, here you go. Tales of Hearts R. And then
Super Mario Galaxy!
for obvious reasons, guys, I'm gonna mute that because I don't want Nintendo copyright flagging me. As you can see, Wii in back and pat mode, or sorry, Wii U, and we're using Wii games in back and pat mode. Upscale from 720p all the way to 4K, looks incredible. I'm not going to show you actual gameplay though because I don't want Nintendo coming after my channel telling me to cease and desist or something. They're horrible over there. Like, I've seen and heard the horror stories and I just don't want to deal with it. Okay, so next we'll take a chunk out of the 360. I'm going to put a game on there that was not on the eShop. Or sorry, not the eShop. Wow, Martin. That was not on the back compat list for Series X. Can unmute it now.
The animals that live in the forest around here aren't really very strong, so I should be able to defeat them without too much trouble. But just to be safe, I'll go over the basics of how to fight again.
And as you can see, it works great. So I guess for our final one, we'll use the switch. Now once again, I don't want to get flagged by Nintendo, so humor me here as I mute everything. But yeah, just look how awesome this looks. And obviously I'm not driving very good because, well, I can't do this with one hand. And so yeah, the potential of this is just fantastic. Any 720p game, guys, any 720p game can be upscaled to 4K. That alone is incredible. But just think about just think about, you know, all those games that were left behind in the dust. That, you know, you thought, man, you really like to play that again, but you don't want to stream it. Here you go. Local hardware. And then, you know, how many of you are thinking, man, you really wish that your Nintendo Switch ran at 4K? There you go. And so, now mind you, it doesn't do as much to the Switch. It just sharpens the image to make it a lot more pristine looking. So if you don't like the sharpened image look and you prefer the original look, then you're not going to care for this look at all. But I personally love it. Now that being said, there are a couple of consoles that this method will not work for. I shall list them as follows. Xbox Original, PS2, Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, Sega Dreamcast, Nintendo Wii. None of those consoles are going to work with this method. None of them are going to look as sharp. The reason is because I'm an image purist and I think that those consoles need to be played on a tube TV. That's right. Your grandmother's tube TV, or I don't know, maybe the one you've got in your basement or in your attic or in your storage. Those are the consoles that need to be played on the tubes because they do not work well or play nice with our next gen technology. And no matter what adapter you use, no matter what kind of smoothing you use, whether you're using the OSSC or if you're using the what's the other one, the Framemeister, or you're using the RetroTink, or you're using the, what do you call it, Rad 2X or Rad 5X or what have you, it's all just going to end up with the same result. It's never going to look the way it's supposed to look. It's never going to run the way it's supposed to run. Sure, you can get the best possible with those devices, image quality and what have you, but it's just not gonna do the original content justice. If you want any of those consoles or below those consoles to work properly, you need a tube. One of these things. And I just got this one RGB modded. So once my RGB cables come in, I am so doing a review on this thing because this thing is a beast and it's a lovely beast. And this thing over here is going to be reviewed as well in a later video. Now guys, on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it has helped you. But remember, just like I said at the beginning of the video, it is an expensive fix to make all these consoles jump to the resolution of 4K. But it is a lag-free fix, and it does the job really well for consoles 720p in particular, and anything above 720p, not worth it. Anything below 720p, not worth it. So guys, that's all I have for you today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Oh, sorry, and one other thing. Stay healthy, stay safe, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, now would be a great time to do so. I try to make sure that every video that I come out with, even though it's usually delayed a long time from the last one, is relevant to you. If you want to see my video reviews of the Tube TV, give me a comment below. Or if you prefer the soundbar review, give me a comment below. If you think that this video was absolutely pointless and you think that I'm a big nerd, give me a thumbs down. If you like this video and think that it's actually helpful, give me a thumbs up. That's all for today, guys. For real this time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.